What's up, everybody? Big Herc 916. And, I was detailing my car, but I had to take a break because something hit me, man. It hit me like a train. Look at what everybody is doing out of fear. Look at what fear has brought us to. I've never seen people so scared to get next to each other in my life. Outside of, when you squat and cough in a damn county jail or in the pen. People right now don't want nothing to do with you. They'll talk from a distance, they make somewhat eye contact, but, rubber gloves, face mask, people are out here spooked. The boogeyman, out of fear. Now, this fear has shut down communities, shut down the beach, shut down outdoor activities, shut down the gyms. There's no weights. Shut down non-essential operating as far as stores and services. If fear can do this, imagine what love can do. Imagine if the news pushed love. Love thy neighbor, love thy friend, love thy child. Not all the craziness, the shootings and the abuse and the violence, but the love. Imagine if the news pushed love like they pushed this. You know what? What would we have on our hands? We would have a new world, huh? We would have a whole different environment. Nobody's even talking about that, right? Everybody's talking about, step away, get back, 6 feet. They got places where to stand when you go to Target and you go to the post office and the grocery store. But what if they had hearts, hands embracing each other? What if they showed that, if you love somebody, as far as giving them respect, giving them a sense of appreciation, we could change the world. See, there's an antithesis to this fear. Love, fear. Love, fear. Let's flip the script. If you guys are really about it out there, across the world, all these fans out here who you embrace all this foolishness on YouTube. You're down to, to talk about all this other stuff and what have you. Well, let's talk about love. Talk about if you, as a dad out there and you got 4 or 5 baby mamas, you start loving your kids, man, and start strapping up a Jimmy so you ain't just popping them out. Baby mothers, tell him to put something on that little wee-wee so he don't get you pregnant. The little kid, that you don't spend no time with, you just give him an iPad. Why don't you start reading to him, spending time with him? You're the old lady down the street or the old man down the street that you ignore. How about saying hello? Showing them some type of elderly courtesy. Yeah, if you flip it with love and get away from all the hate and negativity, we might be able to do something after this. We might be able to really turn this thing around. Get rid of all the bullshit and the people who push the bullshit with their agenda. See, you don't see the agendas. You just roll with it. You don't see the big picture. You guys ignore the message. A lot of you, you want to pick apart and pick whatever in the conversation is good and twist it, but you don't see the big picture. I did a video the other day. Oh, Herc, we're not all the same underneath the skin. Oh, Big Herc. Those are the ignorant people out there. I'm talking about the big picture. The big picture, man. When you talk about standing in the line at the grocery store and there's an older person right now that needs to go in, you let them go. You don't say, oh, you can't go ahead of me because you're black. You can't go ahead of me because you're white. You say, nah, go ahead. Hey, man, you need some help with that? I don't say, hey, I'm not going to help you because you're white or because you're Asian or because you're Mexican. See, you don't get it, man, because you're sleeping out there. You've been rocked to sleep. The narcissism, the self-indulgence has got you just drunk on yourself. Wake your ass up, man. Get a smell of the real coffee, man. This Big Herc 916, this fresh out. I've been trying to put you up on game for a minute, man, but you ain't paying attention. You guys are so caught up with the magic trick, you ain't seeing what the real magic is. Change the way you look at things. If you're able right now to work together, to help each other, to try to somewhat keep the peace, then when this is all over, you should try to do the same thing, man. You know, reach a hand out, pick your brother up, pick your sister up, you know, together try to build something. Don't just be all about you, because at the end of the day, if you ain't got nothing to eat, you're gonna want to ask somebody else, hey man, you think I can get a little bite? You ain't never been in the county, huh? You guys ain't never been up in there when you starving and the dude next to you, he don't want to eat his food, and you looking at it like, man, please, could I have your food? But you can't say nothing, because if you say something, the guard gonna bust your head, huh? You don't know nothing about that, huh? Nah, you're used to getting your steaks and your Mortons and all that stuff. You ain't used to that, huh? Well, you get used to it now. Get used to it now. When you ask somebody something, hopefully they'll give you something. Hopefully they'll learn to share, because you've been taking shit for granted out here, man. You guys been running around on your high horse, not paying no attention to anybody else because you're so selfish, man. Stop being so selfish. Wake up, man. There's people all around. You act like you don't see them. You see them now, huh? You see them now because you're keeping 6 feet. You run around on your tiptoes now. Rubber gloves and mask on, man. Paranoid. Would you like this last year? Nah, because you was too busy taking selfies. Wake up, man. Learn to love somebody, learn to pay attention to the people around you, learn to care about the people around you, and stop thinking about yourself all the time. Maybe you could have seen some shit coming. Maybe you would have been able to better position yourself, and maybe you could position yourself a little better after this. Because a lot of times you ain't looking at the big picture, and a lot of us ain't communicating with each other. We all out for ourselves. Stop being out for yourself, man. Stop being so damn selfish out there. And maybe you get ahead in life. That's your problem with a lot of people, man. You're so caught up in yourself. Me, 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 me. If you can't get the hook up as far as benefit from it, you don't want to hook your partner up because you're all about you. That's the problem. Oh, I don't want to see them come up before me, so I'm not going to turn them on. Oh, man, I'm not going to turn him on because he might blow up before I blow up. Big dummy. Big Herc 916.